Greetings. We continue today, part 2 of our Revelation series, The Tree of Life. We concluded by noting the 4 kinds of trees that were in the Garden of Eden. And we need to understand that these trees were involved in the temptation of Adam and Eve by Satan. Genesis 3:1 says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die." I always ask this question, where did this tradition, "Neither shall you touch it lest you die," originate? It's not what is recorded that God said in Genesis 2:16 through 17. So Genesis 3:11 says, "And he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life." Note then that man has been denied access to the tree of life because of this. Genesis 3:22 states, "And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims, and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life." So 2 facts are established concerning the middle trees of the Garden of Eden. Men could take of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore, access to this tree has been denied by angelic enforcement since Adam's sin. Then we need to note that the tree of life will be a part of the new creation. Revelation 22 and verse 2 says, "In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manners of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations." The tree of life is always referred to in the singular. The fact that this singular tree is stated to be in the midst and on either side of the street means that there will be multiple trees of a singular variety or species known as the tree of life. So we have 2 options to choose from here. One, this tree of life is said to bear 12 fruits, one tree bearing a different fruit every month, or 2, 12 subspecies of the tree of life, each bearing fruit and maturing once a year on a monthly rotation. And I would say to you, after much study, option 1 would seem to be the correct choice. Revelation 2:7 says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God." So it is plainly stated that the overcomers will be given right, that is the authoritative right, to eat the fruit of the tree of life. Also, it is plainly stated that the tree of life will once again be located in the midst of the paradise of God. Now, the word paradise, Strong's Hebrew word 06508, means a garden, a fenced out place, and a guarded place. So Revelation 22:14 says, "Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city." Again, we are given a qualifier for partaking of this tree of life. Could it be that they that do his commandments are one and the same as, quote, the overcomers? What does it say that the ones doing his commandments may enter into through the gates into the city? If all the saved are residents of the city and are having equal rights and rewards, then I believe we should strive to meet the conditions set forth to have access to this tree of life. And having done that, we need to go back and study some on the Abrahamic covenant that God has made and how he's promised and how we see its fulfillment in the promises concerning Jesus in Revelation 2 and its fulfillment here in Revelation chapter 22. And we'll continue that next time.